Hello,
Hi.
welcome to Cliff Alerts. Today we're going to be talking about OWN Network's reality-based TV series, Put a Ring on It, season number 3, episode number 9.
And before we get into it, we'd like to ask you to share, like, subscribe, and click that notification button so you know when we upload new videos. And we appreciate and thank you for that. Today we'll be focusing on Kenneth and Shorty.
Yeah.
Now I went snooping and I found some information regarding Kenneth and Shorty. We see Shorty and Ken at Dr. Nicole's office, and she tells him that Shorty will be going on another date with Tavi, and she will be paying him a house visit so that they can sit down and talk about his issues that he's having with Shorty, because evidently they've been arguing quite a bit.
Yeah, and I think Kenneth welcomed that opportunity to talk with Dr. Nicole.
Right.
I really do.
So we see Shorty on her date with Tavi. They went salsa dancing, and I love me some salsa dance. Tavi said he set it up so that he could touch her and
Be a little bit more closer to one another.
each other.
And she was all smiles and giggles.
She was giggling. She was feeling herself. At one point she said she liked to lead. I could stay up in the cut and let them drive.
Right, but she did say at the beginning she's not a good follower, but in this case she would.
Yes, she was.
She was willing.
She was willing,
yeah.
But I think Shorty doesn't understand that the same fun she's having with Tavi could be with Kenneth as well. She just have to have a different attitude.
Yeah.
And an attitude to what's him right now is toxic.
Yeah, she seems to realize or recognize that she's at a crossroads with him, to use her own words as it relates to Kenneth. She obviously is feeling, for lack of a better expression, Tavi, but she also wants to work on, seemingly, the relationship with Kenneth to kind of fix it because it's familiar to her. But I don't know, based on the way that she's talking, if she really wants to do it, or if she's just saying that for the camera.
She has a serious upgrade, and she now wants to go in a different direction without him.
A financial upgrade?
Right.
Okay.
So it's not a matter of when she met Kenneth, she was already there. She just recently got there.
Do you buy this notion? I think that Shorty said in one of her confessionals that she feels a little bit guilty about how things are going between them, and that she doesn't want to let things proceed too far with Tavi because she feels a little bit.
No, I believe that Shorty wants to leave that part of her life behind and do something else.
Okay.
If this is what she wants, she does not have to tear Kenneth down in front of everyone at this point.
Yeah, I don't like the way she's moving as it relates to the things that she's saying about him and her behavior towards him in front of the cameras. I really don't. And here's the thing: when Kenneth meets with Dr. Nicole, he says as much to Dr. Nicole about what's really bothering him.
Right. He says that she tears him down.
Right.
That he feels like he's losing his voice, and that's big for a man to say. And based on those past videos that I saw of them in a different time when they were together, there seemed to be some level of closeness. I mean, Shorty even looked different than the woman she presents.
You're talking about in terms of the research that you did, the super snooping that you did.
The super snooping.
I got you. I don't know whether she realizes that it really doesn't make her look any better.
No.
It doesn't benefit her nor her representatives that she's bringing to us, the viewers of Put a Ring on It. I also don't think that Kenneth, based on the conversation that he's had with Dr. Nicole, is in a position where he can stomach any more of it moving forward.
Well, Kenneth may not be able to stomach more of it, but he actually feels her moving away, and people do that. They change their mind. We all had friends at one point, or relations in one point, that we walked away from. But in her moving away from him, the way she's doing it with a level of hostility and toxic behavior and abusive language she's using towards him, that's not going to help her in the long run.
I agree. It doesn't make her look better.
It does not make her look better.
I agree. Yeah.
We see Dr. Nicole trying to reassure Kenneth that they have toxic patterns, and that he got to focus on his part, what he has contributed to those
to
patterns.
cause that, right? And
to-
Shorty's got to do the same,
and to correct that.
right?
So
And
that will bring him some level of peace.
right.
Then we see them back before Dr. Nicole with the group session, and Shorty starts in on him, saying that she gotta measure what she's saying to him because he takes criticism harshly. And he cuts off immediately, saying that Shorty doesn't tiptoe around stuff. If she's gonna say something, she will say something.
Right, and that's-
and
and
trust and believe, she started opening her mouth, and the rank and foul attitude and way she thinks, she talks about his financial contribution to his household. She says she expects him to cook because she pays the bills. He said, no, I
This
pay
is not
bills
how I'm
as
rolling.
well.
Right, exactly. And not only that
And-
too, but he works, right? He works.
And
So-
she said he wants her to kiss his butt, and he's giving a little effort, and he expects
Extra credit.
Extra
which is
credit.
bull manure, like
I
he
mean,
said.
this sister went in, and she went in hard. She has that knife, and she really wants to castrate him.
Yeah, but you
And she may be a little bit, but she has a kind of vicious bitterness on her tongue.
I'm not feeling what she's saying or how she's moving in this scenario
And-
in any way. Now, let me say this: the thing that we have an issue with, and I have an issue with, is how she's moving as it relates to a decision that she has seemingly made in her mind, but hadn't verbalized to her partner or to anybody else yet. I agree with you. She's moved on, but if she's done that, then why not tell the person that you're involved with so that they can move on and move on down the line?
But I think
And-
she
and-
has told Kenneth. She has told him in so many ways what she thinks of him, and that she wants him to leave. I just think the sister should not present to the world that vicious, ugly behavior towards a man that she no longer has any level of feelings for.
I agree with that. It's not necessary, and I think that she's gone out of her way to do that,
And-
which is not a good look for neither her nor her representative.
And the adult way of handling this is like, hey, you've been a part of my life. I got this. What do you want? I'm gonna leave you this, but I'm gonna go a different way.
Yeah.
People can do that. They're allowed to do that.
Yeah, I agree. And you know, on the
And she doesn't even have any obligation to give him anything either.
I agree with that. I agree.
So
with
it's basically her attitude and how she presents herself to the world, because that same bitterness and cuttingness that she is presenting to Ken, that karma is waiting for her on the other side. And now she got
agree.
some bones that she can put together. It may not go down the way she thinks it's going to go down.
Yeah, I agree with that, and hopefully, you know, moving forward, you know, she doesn't make that same mistake. The only thing in that exchange between Shorty and Kenneth that I would ding Kenneth on was the name calling part of it. Like I said, I think that from my end, it doesn't help when you call your partner a name and you called her a liar. Okay, he could say, you know, I think a better way to deal with that is say, hey, look, that's not what you said is not accurate. It is a lie, but I'm not calling you a liar. But what you said was a lie, and kind of move on from there. I think he said so out of anger or frustration. I don't think that was the way to do it on camera.
Well, okay, that's a healthy way to deal with situations
That's what I think.
in your relationship.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
what have you.
Yeah. I just wish the best for both of them individually.
Yeah, because on this show we talk about people's behavior,
Right,
not
exactly.
because we don't know them personally.
Right.
So that's all we have to say about that. We'll see you in the next bit, and God bless you. Blessings always. Much love. Bye-bye.
See y'all.